FDA has taken away the EUA, the experimental use authorization on the original vaccines. What does that say? Is it
the idea is that, Mike, that the only available vaccine now legally is the bivalent booster.
All right, explain the difference between bivalent and monovalent.
Okay, so all it means is the monovalent was literally developed in relation to the original Wuhan strain that first appeared on the scene in 2020, and the bivalent vaccine. The bivalent vaccine was targeting both the original strain and the Omicron variant, which came out basically at the end of 2021, the beginning of 2022, and so neither vaccine, at this point, certainly the original, the one targeting the original strain is of no efficacy, and even the bivalent vaccine.
Right, which one was the first one, the bivalent or the monovalent?
The monovalent was the first one. The monovalent is by law not going to be available, and in fact, RIDO has already issued guidelines for how to administer vaccines. And they talk about destroying their stockpiles of the monovalent vaccine.
Right, so here's my question to you then. Did they pull the emergency use authorization? I have two options here. A, because the original strain is no longer out there and it's not relevant, or B, or B, because they recognize there are some harmful side effects to it.
They don't talk about that at all. It certainly isn't effective. And you're right that the original strain is not around. It's interesting how they deal with the trademarked brand one that is fully illegal, that's still available, but no one can find it. That's Comirnaty. That's the actual approved version of the original monovalent vaccine. You can't find it. So effectively, and the other thing that they're saying is they're now looking at unvaccinated people. And basically everyone's had COVID. And they're saying even the unvaccinated people only need one shot of the bivalent now. So going back to Nagel versus Nagel, the ruling by the family court judge was that the girls would have to get the basic regimen, which is 2 shots of the monovalent vaccine. Well, that's illegal to administer now. So that takes the whole case onto another plane.
Wow, that's something. In any way, do you see? This is the FDA that made this ruling, right?
Yes. Not
the CDC, right?
No, it's going to it's in the CDC committee today, where it's expected to be rubber stamped, and that's why even yesterday already RIDO had issued the new guidelines for administering the vaccine, where the rubber actually meets the road. And Mike, it's a tacit acknowledgement.
That's what I was going to ask you. What are they saying? It's a tacit
acknowledgement that prior infection, I think it still grossly underestimates the value of prior infection, but even FDA is now tacitly acknowledging that prior infection is equivalent to the baseline 2-shot regimen. Because the unvaccinated can jump right now to the bivalent.
So that might even impact Scully's case too, right?
It has tremendous implications, and they're twisting themselves in a pretzel, to not just come out and say what it really means. And the other thing the other factor here, Mike, is that uptake of vaccines is in the septic system. I mean, it is disappeared altogether. So I think this might be a promotional gimmick to at least get people to take the bivalent vaccine. You don't know if you've been unvaccinated all this time. You don't have to go through a ridiculous 3-shot regimens, get 2 shots, wait 4 or 5 months, get a 3rd shot. No, you can just jump to the bivalent.
Right. So can we two more quick questions, then we're going to bring on Rich. Can we at least say, based on what they did, see, we told you so. We've been telling you so for years. You on this, can we at least claim that now?
Sure. I mean, but it's so bizarre, Mike, because I still have no idea what happens to the legal product of the monovalent, which is something like Comirnaty, the trade named one. Where is it? Why aren't they talking about
right,
it?
right. Yeah.
You know, what is it? Obviously, and what it also does is that it makes, if people were going to administer the one that has the EUA approval taken away, it makes them liable. And conversely, if they can find Comirnaty being fully approved is not exempt from
Right, we haven't talked much about that, but tell us, last thing before Rich, now what did the Rhode Island Department of Health do, and did they jump the gun on something? Go ahead.
I don't think they really jumped. I think, I think they're all kind of in the loop, but basically they put out a like for the provider, they put out a provider schedule. And for every single age group, and this is also bizarre, other than 5 and under, it's one single shot of the bivalent. That's all anyone gets anymore. For some ridiculous reason, I don't really understand it, Mike. It makes no sense to me. The 6 months to 5-year-olds still get 2 shots, but now it's just of the bivalent. And then at the end of the statement, they issue a warning to providers to basically quarantine their stockpiles of the monovalent, and they'll get some sort of official notice. Since this came out yesterday, the official notice is supposed to come today from CDC that, yes, go ahead and you can destroy those stockpiles. So the whole thing is more bizarreness.